We'll continue our reader. All of you open your readers. All of you open your readers.
Yeah.
Page number.
Hello.
Page number 10. Page number 10. Yesterday we read till. Yes, from here we have to start. My dear boy, said Grandpa Joe. My dear boy. Okay, last paragraph. Uh, Basically, in this chapter, Grandpa Joe is telling Charlie about Mr. Willy Wonka, that he's the greatest inventor of the chocolates, and he is the cleverest chocolate maker in the world. The cleverest chocolate maker, because his chocolates are excellent and famous all around the world. Okay, so we have to start from my dear boy. First of all, just read it quickly. Few paragraphs you will read, few paragraphs I will read. Okay, so that we can cover our chapters quickly. Yes, we can start with Rayan. Beta, page number 10, last paragraph. My dear boy. On the screen you can see my dear boy. Yes.
My dear boy, said Grandpa Joe, raising himself up a little higher on his pillow. Mr. Willy Wonka is the amazing, the most fantastic, and the most extraordinary chocolate maker the world has ever seen. I thought everybody knew that. I knew he was famous, Grandpa Joe, and I knew he was clever. Clever, cried the old man. He is more than that. He is a magician with chocolate. He can make anything he wants. Isn't that a fact, my dears? The
One
other
second,
three
Rayan.
old
1 second. Rayan, 1 second. Beta, have you done the homework? Yesterday I sent you the question answers. Have you done?
teacher you have teacher you have already sent all the question answers because when the
During the when you were not having the online classes.
yes teacher
Excuse me.
Okay,
we have done till
please tell me
chapter number 7.
till chapter number 7, and you have written
Yes
in your, okay, you have written in your copies.
teacher know the rough copies we
No,
have made.
better you need to be very careful in that your all work must be in your neat notebook, so that I can check. So please start writing down all the work. Okay, I've told you whatever notes are sent to you, you have to note them down in your notebooks, not in rough copies. I will not check your rough copies. I'm going to check your notebooks. Okay?
Excuse me. Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Teacher, the work you have given before online classes, that work should be done in our rough copies.
You did in your rough copy?
Yes, the school
Yes
has said
All
us.
of you?
Yes, the
Okay,
school has said
okay.
us.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. But you need to send that also for checking. Okay?
Okay.
okay
Okay.
Okay. Now continue, Rayan.
I want to ask something.
the
Yeah,
other
at the
three
end,
old
end.
the other three old people nodded their heads slowly up and down and said, absolutely true, true as can be.
Yes.
And Grandpa Joe said, you mean to say I've never told you about Mr. Willy Wonka and his factory? Never, answered little Charlie. Good heavens above, I don't know what's the matter with me. Will you tell me now, Grandpa Joe, please? I certainly will sit down beside.
Teacher,
Me on the
I
bed, my
certainly
dear.
will sit down
And
beside me on the bed, my dear, and listen carefully.
okay, good. Now,
teacher,
students, in this bit at the end. Now, please listen carefully. Now, Grandpa Joe, Charlie is asking about Mr. Willy Wonka, and Grandpa Joe is extremely amazed, and he's saying, "Didn't I tell you about Mr. Willy Wonka?" He said he's the cleverest chocolate maker in the whole world. And which adjectives he has used for Mr. Willy Wonka? The most amazing, superlative degree of adjective. The most amazing, I've told you we put the with the superlative degree. The most amazing, the most fantastic, the most extraordinary chocolate maker. So these are the three adjectives which he has used for Mr. Willy Wonka for describing him. That he is the most amazing means most wonderful, most fantastic, and most extraordinary chocolate maker. And he said that he is not only clever, he is a magician. Like he works like he does some magic with his chocolates, because nobody else in the world can make a chocolate like that. For example, can you have seen an ice cream
Excuse
जी
बहुत ज्यादा बारिश हो रही है ठंडी हवा
excuse me teacher, your voice is not clear. Hello,
It has left.
teacher has left this meeting.
क्या कमाल बारिश
She left the meeting.
Can be possible.
She can join again.
Excuse me, sir. Hello, sir. Sir.
answer the
There's no name of teacher in the participants. Yes, but there is name of apex grammar. But there,
It can be teacher too.
sir.
Can you hear me? Okay. So we have read this page, and Grandpa said that you mean that he was telling Charlie about Mr. Willy Wonka, okay? Grandpa Joe was the oldest of the four grandparents. He was 96 and a half, and that is just about as old as anybody can be. Like all extremely old people, he was delicate and weak, and throughout the day he spoke very little. But in the evenings, when Charlie, his beloved grandson, was in the room, he seemed in some marvelous way to grow quite young again. All his tiredness fell away from him, and he became as eager and excited as a young boy. So the oldest among the grandparents was Grandpa Joe. He was 96 and a half years old, and he was, obviously, you can imagine that when a person is 96 years old, his memory, his activeness, his energy level just falls down. Okay, so all the day Grandpa Joe, like all the remaining three grandparents, kept lying on his bed. Okay, but in the evening, whenever Charlie comes, he seems to be as excited as a young boy. Some sort of energy just instills in Grandpa Joe, and he becomes energetic in discussing with Charlie. Oh, oh, what a man he is, this Mr. Willy Wonka, cried Grandpa Joe. Did you know, for example, that he has himself invented more than 200 new kinds of chocolate bars? Underline this line, that how many chocolate bars Mr. Willy Wonka invented? He invented more than 200 new kinds of chocolate bars, each with a different center. Okay, so every chocolate was different from the other one, and he was a magician with the chocolates. He made such chocolates which nobody in the world could make, each far sweeter and creamier and more delicious than anything the other chocolate factories can make. Perfectly true, cried Grandma Josephine. And he sends them to all the four corners of the earth. Isn't that so, Grandpa Joe? It is, my dear, it is. And to all the kings and presidents of the world as well. But it isn't only chocolate bars that he makes. So he sends it to all the corners, all the four corners of the earth. He sends to kings, queens, princes, prince, okay? And he doesn't only make the chocolate bars, he has some really fantastic inventions up his sleeve. Mr. Willy Wonka has. Did you know that he has invented a way of making chocolate ice cream so that it stays cold for hours and hours without being in the refrigerator? Have you seen any ice cream, not only in the stories now, which never melts? Obviously, if we do not put ice cream in the fridge, in the refrigerator, it will definitely melt within few minutes. Okay, so Mr. Willy Wonka has invented an ice cream which can stay cold for hours and hours. It never melts. Okay, even if you have put them in the sun, it will never melt. You can even leave it lying in the sun all morning on a hot day and it won't go runny. Okay, so he's here, it is causing disruption. Okay, so now you have to read this, and we have only few minutes left, so we'll try to be quicker this time. Okay, students, Rohan, start reading. Yes, Rohan, I've unmuted you.
Yes, teacher, wait.
You quite right. The others agreed. On the screen, can you see quite
Yes,
right?
the quiet wise agrees, nodding their heads. Mr. Wonka has done it. And then again, Grandpa Joe went on speaking very slowly so that Charlie wouldn't miss a word. Mr. Willy Wonka can make marshmallows that taste of violets and rich caramels that change moment you
That
put
change
them
color. Later, that change color every 10
color
seconds.
every 10 seconds as you stick them and melt away deliciously the moment you put them between your lips. He can make chewing gum that never loses its taste and sugar balloons that you can blow up to enormous sizes before you pop them with a pen and
Copper. Hmm.
gobble up gobble them up, and by a most secret method he can make a lovely blue bird's eggs with black spots on them, and and and
When you
when
put
and
hmm,
when you put those of
one of
those
these,
of put one of
one of
these
these
in your
in
mouth in your mouth, it gradually gets smaller and smaller until suddenly there is nothing left except a tiny little pink sugary baby bird sticking out on the tip of your tongue.
Okay, good, Rohan. So till here he has said that he's not only making chocolates but ice creams, and in this paragraph they have given a list. Like he can make marshmallows. Okay, marshmallows is like a bakery item which is made of sugar and water and other flavors. So he can make marshmallows that taste of violets, and he can make rich caramels and which change color every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds, caramels, you know that you can put caramels in your ice cream and other desserts like pudding, or you are eating custard or anything like that. You can put the caramel on it because it tastes extremely good. So he can make rich caramels that can change color every 10 seconds, and he can also make chewing gum that never loses its taste, and you can blow up to enormous sizes. Okay, you know that when you are having a chewing gum you can blow them up, but we cannot blow them up to enormous sizes like a balloon. Okay, before you pop them with the pin, like you burst them with a pin and then you drink the liquid. Gobble them up means to drink something. Okay, and he also make lovely bluebirds eggs with black spots on them. Grandpa Joe paused and ran the point of his tongue slowly over his lips. It makes my mouth water just thinking about it, he said. He said that it just water starts coming in my mouth whenever I think it, because it's extremely delicious. All the things which are made by Mr. Willy Wonka are delicious. While they were talking, Mr. and Mrs. Bucket, Charlie's mother and father, had come quietly into the room, and now both were standing just inside the door listening. "Tell Charlie about that crazy Indian prince," said Grandma Josephine. "He would like to hear that." "You mean Prince Pondicherry?" said Grandpa Joe, and he began chuckling with laughter. He started laughing. "Prince Pondicherry was an Indian prince who asked Mr. Willy Wonka to make a palace of chocolate for him. Okay? Completely dotty. Okay? Dotty means silly, strange, said Grandpa George, "but very rich." "And what did he do?" asked Charlie eagerly. "Listen," said Grandpa Joe, "and I'll tell you." Now, students, all of you, chapter number 3, we are going to start about Prince Pondicherry. Uh, we'll try to, inshallah, finish it. Ahmed Raza, you can start reading Prince Pondicherry quickly. Ahmed, unmute your mic, beta. Okay, who will read, because I don't have that much time. Heather Abbas. Heather, unmute your mic.
Prince Pondicherry wrote a letter to
You
Mr.
mean
Willy Wonka,
Prince?
said Grandpa Joe, and asked him to come
You mean
all
Prince
the way
Pondicherry?
out of India and
Said Grandpa
build
Joe,
him.
and he began
One
chuckling
second,
with laughter.
one
Completely
second.
dirty.
Beta, pehle, first Heather Abbas is reading, then you will read. Okay, continue, Heather.
Him to come all the way out to India and build him a colossal palace entirely out of chocolate. Said
It's
Mr. Padu,
okay. Heather,
said Grandpa.
it's colossal. Colossal means huge, big, colossal. Okay.
Did Mr. Wonka do it, Grandpa? He did indeed. And what a palace it was! It had 100 rooms, and everything was made of either dark or light chocolate. The bricks were chocolate, the beams were chocolate, and the windows were chocolate, and all the walls
All the walls.
and all the walls and ceilings were made of chocolate. So were the carpets and the
So were the carpets and the pictures and the furniture. Yes, continue, Heather.
furniture and the beds. And when you turned on the taps in the bathroom, hot chocolate coming pouring out. When
Good.
it was all finished,
Okay. Now, Ahmed Raza, you can do it. Ahmed, quickly, beta. Yes, Ahmed.
When it was all finished, Mr. Wonka said to Prince Pondicherry, "I warn you, sir, it won't last very long, so you'd better start eating it right away. Nonsense, shouted the prince. I'm not going to eat my palace. I'm not even going to nibble the staircase or lick the walls. I'm going to live in it. But Mr. Wonka was right, of course, because soon after this there came a very hot day with a boiling sun, and the whole palace began to melt, and then it sank slowly to the ground, and the crazy prince, who was dozing in the living room at the time, woke up to find himself swimming around in a huge brown sticky lake of chocolate. Little Charlie sat very still on the edge of the bed, staring at his grandfather. Charlie's face was bright and his eyes were stretched so wide you could see the whites all around. Is all this really true? He asked, or are you pulling my leg? It's
Okay,
true,
good.
right?
Good reading, Ahmed. Okay. Till here, I will explain briefly that Prince Pondicherry was an Indian prince. He wrote a letter to Mr. Willy Wonka, and he said to Willy Wonka that you need to build a very big palace for me of chocolate, made of chocolate. So, Mr. Willy Wonka, he indeed made a palace of chocolate. Everything was made of chocolate. There were 100 rooms. The bricks were of chocolate, the walls, the ceiling, the roofs, the furniture, carpets, beds, everything was made of chocolate. Even when he turned on the tap, chocolate started coming out from the taps. So Mr. Wonka said to Prince Pondicherry that you have to start eating your palace, otherwise it will start melting. So, but Prince Pondicherry, he didn't listen to Mr. Willy Wonka. He said, "Nonsense! What are you talking about? Am I going to eat my own palace? No, I'm not going to do it." So, what happened? One summer day, very hot day, the whole palace began to melt, and when he woke up, he was swimming in a pool of chocolate. Yes. Now, next, who will read it? Rian has read. Moment. Start reading quickly.
Little Charlie sat every still on the edge of the bed, staring at his grandfather. Charlie's face was bright and his eyes were stretched so wide you could see the whites all around. Is all this really true? He asked. Or are you pulling my leg? It's true, cried all four of the old people at once. Of course it's true. Ask anyone you like, and I will let you something else. That's true,
Tell
said
you, huh?
Joe, and now he leaned closer to Charlie and lowered his voice to a soft, secret whisper. Nobody ever comes out of where? Asked Charlie,
So what
and nobody.
happened? Wait. Moment, wait. Tell, I will explain to you. So Charlie was stunned. He was extremely surprised. He was amazed. He said to his grandfather, "Grandpa Joe, is it really true?" He said, "Yes, it's true." All the four people, all the four grandparents said yes. And he said that I'm going to tell you one more thing, very important thing. Nobody ever